Come on, mayonnaise. I ain't got $7.50 to pay. Everybody now.
Anybody who's driven through East Texas has lived the Crazies.
Hey, don't insult the Crazies just yet.
I actually thought this was a movie about all your ex-girlfriends getting together.
Aw.
Really?
Man, you went a long way for that one.
In this movie, it's a remake of George Romero's movie, which came out in what?
Right after Dawn of the Dead, if I'm not mistaken.
Was that like 1973?
Way before most of our listeners were born. And it feels like somebody looked at the remake of Dawn of the Dead and said, look, let's take this movie of George Romero's that, you know, is respected as an idea, but really wasn't all that great of a film. Theoretically, they're not dead first. You know, I mean, their faces are looking all weird, and their eyes are bulging, and they want to kill you, and they're stupid. So,
for a movie that doesn't really actually have a lot of character development, I really felt these characters. Like I you know, they seemed like real people. I was with them, felt the paranoia, felt the tension all the way through.
In movies like this, whenever there's a group of people and they're in this kind of situation, they start to get so paranoid that they turn on each other.
Yeah.
And you start to hate everyone. And there's no one that in the middle of all this pressure that you just really are waiting for to die. You don't want any of these people to die.
Not only are you dealing with, you know, the equivalent of zombies, which are the townspeople who just all they want to do is kill you any way they can, you know, when you get infected. They're also dealing with the government who are everywhere and are getting ready to shoot anyone in the town.
I'm a sheriff. She's a doctor. You know these. What's going on here? Would you just tell us what's going on? Maybe we could actually help you.
They hardly run into any of these so-called crazies in the movie, as the government dubs them, or the army does, but they run into the military more. So it's actually the sane, what we perceive as the sane human beings in the guise of the military that we have to be afraid of. It does give this air of paranoia because it doesn't indicate sickness by like what we see in most movies like this, by nosebleed. I mean, the moment you start to lose your temper, it's like you could be sick. There's a scene where, you know, where Timothy Oliphant's in the car, and I mean, guys are gonna be guys no matter what kind of situation it is, because even when they're trying to get away out of a small car wash, she's like, honey, just find that road over there. And he's like, bitch, if you don't quit bugging me right now, what magic road am I supposed to get on right now? And even I'm thinking like, oh, he's sick. He's got the crazy. The thing I don't like about it though is what I don't like about most horror movies. I mean, and
blood ekes me out.
First of all, there were too many jump scares. Well,
I mean, I'm with you on jump scares, how much I don't like them, but I gotta say, I thought most of these, 90% of them, were very effective.
You know, another thing is like that deputy who's played by, I think this guy's British. I'm not gonna say because apparently I can't tell my Brits from my Irish to my
Australians.
Scots, you know, Australians.
They don't mind.
That deputy boy.
He's really good.
Timmy, I like that character a lot. Timothy Oliphant should have married him because Timothy Oliphant was his bitch because he kept saving his ass. Well, Timothy Oliphant could have been taking a on the toilet, and if he was attacked, a rifle barrel would have came out the boat and shot somebody.
But okay, you keep harping on these things, but a lot of times those things happen in the beginning and then they got addressed later. Like the whole thing with him saving Timothy Oliphant.
It comes
into play later on.
Well, like I said, there's a lot more to praise about this movie than there is to complain about.
Sure.
For example, Rhoda Mitchell. I mean, that girl has not got enough credit, man. She is hot, you know. Give this movie a matinee. Give it a very, very good matinee. Like I said, you know, as you said, those tropes that I don't like are there, but it is a very enjoyable film. I highly recommend it.
You know, at the end of the day, it is a horror movie. It's not anything that we haven't seen before, so it doesn't elevate it to that level where I go like, oh, goddamn, that's a full price. But it's definitely enjoyable. I can't see anybody not liking this movie.
Yeah. Well, what did you
actually say?
I was hoping you guys would just decide for me.
Negro, we ain't crazy.
Low full price.
It's not that super, oh my God, Dawn of the Dead remake full price, but it is a low full price.
I guess one of the things that's better too is like these people are, the makeup effects are better. You know, these people are actually turning grotesque.
They just look dehydrated to me.
Yeah, somebody needs to feed a brother some water.
And if I've learned nothing from TV, is that when white people drink Mountain Dew, they can do anything.
We can.
True. Just drive up with a truck full of Mountain Dew and pass it around.
So that's what happened in this town. Man. Everybody had just had too much Gatorade. They're like, to the extreme.
You wait around and see what we'll do for a Klondike bar.
I was about to say, yeah. Apparently,
You better get out of the way.
I will cut a bitch for a Klondike bar.
man, what would you do for a Klondike bar? White people use this for a Klondike bar.
Trying to make it